way across the pitch.
Gomez as well. Another injury, man. This guy's always injured.
Wait, he's injured?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Alisson smashed into him.
Come on. Last few seconds of the game. Can Bournemouth snatch it? There were 2 goals up.
What is it with this whole long throw, man? What's gone on the past 2 years?
Arsenal FC.
It's
Arsenal
the championship,
Football
I'm
Club.
telling you. They're taking
Arsenal
it from the
Football
No,
championship.
what? No,
Club.
we were in the
we-
championship
we
and we
set
didn't do a
trends.
single long throw last year. Get out. Get out.
Disgusting, they won! Bournemouth have won! And the Liverpool fans are absolutely distraught!
Hold that sausage!
Oh
Hold
my
that
gosh!
sausage! Hold that sausage!
What are we gonna do, people?
Have they done that?
Virgil's crying for a foul!
Hold that sausage!
Oh, look, the chat is going crazy! The chat is going crazy! And we still got over 14 minutes left of the show, people. Virgil surrounding the referee. The Bournemouth players are celebrating.
Is that creepy again?
No, it's not groupie.
Who's that? Oh,
That's
my
the other one.
Is that the sub who just... No.
Long throw comes in.
That's
Liverpool don't
look,
deal with the first
long
ball.
throw's
Oh, it's a
working.
Playing
shambles
around,
in there.
shading.
Who
Alisson
can get
had a
there?
touch. TK couldn't even get to it.
Adley.
And that was it.
Adley. It was
That was Adley, yeah?
Adley, yeah.
Adley with the goal. Great finish from that angle.
Beautiful.
That would have gone wide.
I love
Look at that.
I love how James is upset as well because
Yeah.
of Leeds.
Yeah. Off the post, and Adley had to. Great
Yeah,
finish.
upset, mate.
Oh,
Bournemouth
that's
are so
a
terrible.
beautiful
And they've just been giving me
finish.
2 wins, man.
I
How
know,
we
but if you
feeling,
want to stay
Alex?
up, they're not your problem.
Yes, they are our
It's
problem.
Forest, it's West Ham. They're the ones.
They're
that-
only 3 points ahead of us, mate.
I
Of course
know,
they're our
I
problem,
know.
mate.
Yeah.
Shall we start talking about Arne Slot then? Shall we mention him? Shall we?
That's why
Alex,
I'm
we're
not-
coming straight to you. How do you feel? You slot in or slot out?
Initial
We need
thoughts.
answers.
Initial thoughts, and the final whistle goes. Bournemouth have taken all 3 points. To be honest, they deserved it. 2-0 up, went to 2-2, and Adley with the winner. What's your thoughts, Alex?
Hold that sausage.
Yeah, what are your thoughts, mate? You know what?
Absolutely
Explain
distraught.
this to me, mate, because I'm not happy either. So you need to explain
Look
what
at
diatribe of trash I have just watched.
The worst person to sit next to right now, mate. Listen, he's speechless, people. He's speechless.
How can you not be,
Xabi
mate?
Alonso?
That
Enzo
looked like a
Maresca?
foul to me as well.
Zinedine Zidane.
You could take Thomas Frank.
Yeah.
Do you want Thomas the Tank Engine? Gareth Southgate?
Oh, it just gets worse and
Let's
worse.
just have a little
Look
swap.
at
We'll do
Slot.
A swap.
A swap. Yeah.
We'll have to swap. We'll have to
Thomas
do
the
a
Tank
sub.
Engine, man.
Sub. Oh, it's awful. It's such that's horrible. It must feel so horrible,
Yeah.
obviously, to come
Nothing
out
worse.
with nothing when you just
Nothing
came all the way
worse than the
back
last
to
minute.
Bosley free kick, and then Adley scores the winner. How do you feel, mate? Absolutely distraught.
I did ask you before what it would take for you to want to get Slot out. I said top 4 trophy.
It's gonna be a long way back to Liverpool, my friend.
So what would it take? What would it take for you to want Slot out at this current moment in time?
Hold that sausage. The comments are going live. Listen, people, keep your comments coming in. Fantastic. We do appreciate you. Smash that like button.
Days, bro.
Especially if
What
you
are
want
we
to see
doing?
him.
We are criminals.
distraught.
Van Dijk's at fault for every single goal.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Van Dijk. So we're
that's
blaming
cool.
Van Dijk.
That's hard.
That's a big
Whoa.
call.
Wow.
He also scored though.
The
in fairness to
leader.
the guy.
The
He was
leader
at fault for
amongst
3.
men.
And how are you getting brushed away like that? Win the header.
Alex, talk to me though. Slot, what's going on? What
Sorry,
happens?
it's still
What
too
happens
raw.
tomorrow morning?
It's still too
I don't
raw.
What
think
happens
it's-
tomorrow?
Wow.
You know what? I
That's
just
a
think
mad
you need to
comment,
be
mate.
honest with yourself, mate. Like 450 million in the summer.
It's-
450 million in the summer.
That's it. You know, Klopp
It
done all
is
the hard
absolutely
work.
criminal.
It's-
I
it's-
cannot believe
it's
what I've just seen.
unraveling.
And I just said, if you concede now.
Yeah, you had to come away at least with a draw.
When United win tomorrow, we'll go ahead of you.
Why are you laughing?
It's so funny.
It means you're going to lose.
No, bro, we ain't losing. That's why I'm laughing. We ain't losing to them. No
When?
way.
We'll get on to that.
No
We'll get on to
way
that.
we
We'll
will.
get on to
I
that.
cannot believe it.
It's Man United are going ahead of you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hold
That's
that
crazy.
No, that's
Well,
not
no,
happening.
That's crazy.
That's not
Sausage
happening.
seems a bit mad.
That's not happening.
Yeah,
Slowly slipping
hold
down
that,
the
everyone
table.
in the chat.
that,
I've been
30
waiting for this moment for all of my life. Phil Collins settings says Banter FC. Usal Chicha says Lemon. In the mud, Liverpool.
High fives all around for Iriola. He's happy.
Hold that, you sausage. There's another one, super chat this time. Van Dijk, the worst captain since Captain Crunch, says
Wow.
T1 Chaos.
Well, that's now what, winless in your last 5 in the Prem.
Yep.
It's criminal.
Do
7
you
losses.
think would you ever consider getting rid of Slot before the end of the season? Would you even consider it?
Would
after
I
what he
consider,
did?
or would the club
Would
consider?
you consider personally
of
from
course.
your
I mean, there's a
standpoint?
long way to go. This could get a lot worse, especially if you go out the Champions League, the FA Cup. I think you've got to see how he gets on against, whoever Liverpool get in the next round. Go through the FA Cup next round, hopefully. I mean, at the minute, the goal is just to scrape into the top 5, probably.
Yeah,
With performances like this, the draws, the last minute. I mean, my days.
By the way, as well,
I'm
next
so
3,
angry, bro. I don't want to swear though. That's the thing. Cause
Next 3 for Liverpool is Newcastle, City, and then away to Sunderland.
Ooh, Sunderland will be an
And
easy
Brighton.
I know. That's the
Forest.
cup. That's the cup. That's the
And
cup.
West Ham.
Yeah, but after that
All
gets
of
a bit
them.
easier. But
All
the
of
next 3 though,
Yeah.
Newcastle, City, and Sunderland away. Those are 3 difficult fixtures.
Yeah,
AGT
Well, they'll
don't come
get
Monday,
carried
says
back.
unknown character. Well, good job for me. I'm getting a flight to Bangkok Monday, so you won't even see me on this show. So get your whole dats in now, because I won't be here.
Get your comments in.
Do you know what? I'll probably wheel in Doyle. He can hold that for me on my behalf.
He's downstairs, isn't he? Bless him.
Arne and word I can't pronounce, but yep. AGT, what about the if we win the next 6 out of 8, yada yada, says Chill Plash. Yeah, well, obviously we haven't, mate.
Chill Flash.
Probably drawn the last 6 out of 8.
You're in. Yeah,
You
your
know
flight's at
you're
10,
on
mate.
in sausage flights at 10.
You still got enough time.
What
You
does
still
that
got
even
enough time.
mean?
You still got enough
Doesn't
time.
even
to
make
go
sense,
home,
Has.
mate, before you fly.
Jackass.
Oh, as in you're on the show. That's what.
No,
he's
I'm
trying
on
to
the
say.
show.
Well, you're trying to say you're on the show.
You
No,
are.
10
You
Producers
are.
telling us Alex will be here.
Well, I'll
You
be
are.
10 a.m. flight, not 10 p.m.
Very
But
well.
anyway, I'm glad I'm not. Send the tool ute to get your cooking, says Adian. There's Greg the Scouser. He will be here.
First.
So, yeah.
Apparently,
Liverpool can only get results like this if they park the double-decker bus like against Arsenal. AGT, it's going to be fine, G, says Daniel. Don't know if it is. Get this bold fraud out of the club, says Super Kieran. Get him sacked, says Slot out 1, 2, 3, 4.
It
Obviously, he
seems
would
like
say that.
this might be the moment where the Liverpool fans might start asking about.
And we're
Xabi
still
Alonso.
4th, which is mental.
It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's taking points from each other. But
36
no one
points almost in
expected that.
February.
7 losses this season, mate. What's going on with Liverpool?
What
Come
a
on.
folder.
What's going on? Really and truly.
That is one of the worst.
all that money
performances I've
spent.
seen.
All that
Of
money
course it
spent.
is.
It was
Bournemouth
spent, it
have
was
got rid of
spent
their
poorly.
best players and they're still managing to get a result against you lot.
It was spent poorly, and you've got a gaffer that is not convincing. The
No.
balance and cohesion in your squad's really poor. Really, really poor.
If the thing is, it's not about balance and cohesion for me. Like the cohesion between the core of the squad was there last season, and we won the league. For me, it's what they're being told to do. What are they being instructed to do?
Well,
But in that second half, every single second half recently, we can, apart from Marseille, we can see goals in the second half in the Premier League. My question again is, what does he tell them to do at half time? What was the game plan? Yeah, obviously we've shown character and got 2 goals to come back, and great finish from Soboslai. Van Dijk gets us back in it before half time. But what else has he told us to do? Because we look so tentative, and they're going to throw out 11 men behind the ball. We've got to find the key to unlock the door. But how we've not defended 2 throw-ins at the end there?
Yeah,
The word
vulnerable.
to sum it up is just criminal.
Yeah.
Defending is criminal.
They're vulnerable at the back.
It's just a joke.
It just seems like, but that's always seemed the thing from the start of the season. I think me and Christian, we was talking about it where we said defensively, Liverpool, they're going to be weaker. Van Dijk, obviously, such a great centre-back over the years. His shadow of a man himself.
what do you-
Kirkes as well.
What do you think is the... the first goal... Van Dijk think he's almost shielding the ball and doesn't go out. That's his fault.
He's overconfident
playing
in that
the
situation.
fellow onside for the second goal.
Yeah.
And the third one, he gets a tiny nudge in the back and he wants to foul. No, get rid of this geezer and head it away.
Yeah. But
What is the excuse for that?
And a
3
few
mistakes.
minutes before that goal, even he played them onside. They should have wrapped the game up
Yeah.
about 5 minutes before that.
yeah, I don't think it's an excuse. I just feel like mentally these lot they're not quite there. They haven't been there throughout the season. Defensively as well, they haven't been a good unit. Like I said, Kirkes seems to be a weak point for you. Like that's why he got subbed off. Then you got Frimpong who's just coming back. Gomez who's so injury prone as well.
Again goes off.
Do you know what I mean? He goes off. So that back line is so vulnerable, is so fragile. I'm not surprised. And then especially when you're not making it work at the front in the sense of Wirtz, you're just starting to get a little bit out from Wirtz now. But Ekitike's been carrying you guys. Isaac's been injured. Salah's just come back. So Bosley has been more or less your best player.
Even he has moments where you're like, oh, what are you
he
doing
has
there?
moments,
but what else can
you do?
What I said earlier about the squad and the cohesion there is because like Slot is the same man he was last season, right? He's not going to fall off or improve that much one season to another. So the reason why I say the squad is just because we went into the season kind of knowing your backline was thin. You didn't have a lot of reinforcements. Like you just said, Gomez went off there. You're in trouble. Yeah. Talks about Robertson being sold is, I think, ludicrous because what happens if Kirkes falls off? Kirkes was hooked at half time, by the way, today. Yeah. So any conversation of Robertson being sold in January is, I think, hilarious. So... yeah,
I feel like the turning point was probably when Mark Guy didn't go through, and then since then it's kind of just on.
But they weren't great before that. I mean, listen, I think it's a tough one with Liverpool. There's so many facets to it. I mean, you can talk about the players they lost. You can talk about the tragedy with Diogo Jota. You can talk about many things. But what people don't necessarily talk about, which they talk about the inverse, is okay. Let's talk about a manager, for example, when they leave a club and they don't leave it in a great position, like. Where Ferguson leaving Man United, and they say it's a poison chalice for the next manager to come in. It's very difficult to rejuvenate that, rebuild the infrastructure. Jurgen Klopp left Liverpool in a phenomenal position compared to what he brought the club into. They were already a very well-oiled machine for Arne Slot to come in and change up a few things here or there, but they already still knew how to win. They knew how to get through these games. And what you've seen, even when you look at the first season when they won the league, they slowly started to coast and dip off towards the end of the season in the Premier League, and it was slowly dripping away. And you thought, okay, they're going to rejuvenate the squad and bring a lot more players in, and maybe that'll fix it. So you can either look at the fact that they brought too many egos in that weren't gelling together and completely kind of killed their style of play, or you can also look at the fact that as time has gone on, there has been more onus on Arne Slot to get these guys playing his brand of football, to get them to develop their own core identity separate from Jurgen Klopp. And the longer that they've been without Klopp, it's been a pretty slim trajectory going down.
Yeah, girls, what do you make of that, what we just witnessed?
I think another turning point was the whole Mo Salah situation. I think that does have a big impact on all the rest of the players as well, because as soon as that's going on in the training ground and everything, I just feel like that has impacted the rest of the squad, knowing that there's that problem there that no one's really suddenly just not talking about.
And I think the whole Isak thing. Yeah. I think there was so much pressure, you know, considering how much did they sign him for? And he's come in and what's he done? Do you know what I mean? I think they were counting on him a lot more this season, and it's like...
Yeah, the injury hasn't helped now. But
they spent so much energy with the whole Isaac thing, and it's just kind of fallen to pieces.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you lot make some good points about Salah and that. Yeah.
Trent's absence as well.
I
gotta speak about Trent's absence because creatively he was your best player.
And Luis Diaz.
Luis Diaz
was big.
In fact, that's a big one.
Darwin Núñez
does a lot in a game.
But Darwin Núñez has been replaced with Ekitike. He kind of fills in.
No, I know. But I just think you're getting more out of Ekitike. I get what you mean off the ball fares, but I think overall you've improved on Darwin Núñez. I actually think Luis Diaz is a great shout there, because I just think there's no one out there on the left that gives you touchline width and someone you can sort of 1v1 take on. Gakpo's not really that kind of a winger. Wirtz drifts out there but doesn't take a man and beat them. So I think that's a bit of a loss there.
I think Luis Diaz, I mean, I feel like Gakpo does do that, but I feel like the thing with Luis Diaz is he has that intensity, that South American hunger to press a man, to get the ball back, and that's obviously part of Liverpool's DNA. But yeah, I think going back to what you were saying, James, where you're saying where a club is set up, you know, they've left the manager in charge to take over a team. We talk about with the infrastructure, but then it's credit to like teams or managers like Keith Andrews, because even though Thomas Frank done a good job, Keith Andrews has been able to take it on. You get a similar thing with Liverpool. Klopp has left it in a great position. Yes, they have won the Premier League that following season, but now this is the season where you kind of said, all right, Slot, this is your chance now to actually pull your finger out and actually do some work. He didn't really have to do much last season. It was just a few tinkerings here and there.
Now it's his squad.
Now it's his squad. Now it's his players that he's selected, and he's not able. He hasn't really got the squad
cohesion.
Yeah, exactly, with the cohesion.